AITA for naming my daughter after my Mael. I'm very close to my Mael. I met her when I was 12, and she was more of a mother to me than my own mother was. Both my ILs are great, and Fiel is more of a father to me than my father is. But this is focusing on MIL for the post. I'm forever thankful for her. My husband is very close to his mom as well. When my husband and I got married, Mael actually walked me down the aisle after my grandparents, who were supposed to do it, didn't show up. So she has been an amazing support to me in the 16 years that I've known her. As an adult, I am no contact with my parents, and lower contact with my grandparents since the wedding incident. The reason they didn't show up is because I refused to invite my parents for appearances' sake. Anyway, when my husband and I found out we were expecting a baby, we had tossed around the idea of naming her after Mael. I wanted her name to be special and to have a story and real meaning behind it. My MIL has a Rose name, and she always wanted to be Rosie, but another nickname stuck when she was very young. So we decided, if we had a girl, we'd name her Rosie. And after finding out we were expecting a girl, Rosie became the firm choice. We told nobody about the name until we had her. Mael and Phil came to the hospital to meet her, which is when we told Mael, as she was holding her namesake. She was so happy, and Phil was overjoyed for her. But not everyone loved it. My grandparents were angry when they heard about the name, because I honored a Mael and not one of my parents. My Sile was also annoyed. Sile named both her kids after Phil. Daughter has the female version of his name. Son has Phil's middle name as a first name, and Bil named his son after Phil too. Our daughter is the first and maybe only child who will honor MIL. So my Sile feels like I did this to try and make her and Bil feel bad, and/or to try and make my daughter the favorite for MIL. My husband said she was being ridiculous, and MIL was so upset when she found out what her daughter had said. But the backlash surprised me, not as much from my grandparents, but from Sile for sure. Sil blamed me because she said if I hadn't been okay with it, my daughter wouldn't even have a family name. She told me I was being a bitch to her and Bill and the other grandkids. AITA? Next story. AITA for not taking all toiletries from a hotel bathroom? I know it sounds wild. It does to me too. But hear me out. I'm on a trip with my friends. One of them came to my room to take a bath. She remarked how I haven't used the complimentary toiletries when I should use them, and called to have them refreshed. I didn't think anything of it. The day we were to leave, she was present while I packed and commented how I hadn't packed the toiletries. I said I never do because I don't need them and it doesn't feel right. That's it. Exact words. But she got really offended over it. Went on for minutes about how people like me ruin it for working class people like her. We work the same job? How it's our right, included in our bills, and snooty attitudes like the one I'd displayed, make the world look down upon the ethical practice of taking toiletries. She couldn't believe I would choose to be a jerk who sides with big profit-making hotels instead of the little man. I thought she might be stressed about something else, or maybe I had somehow been insensitive with that remark. I let her be and didn't react. When it was our time to check out from the second hotel, the same thing happened all over again. She's not a weird person, but she's so adamant and passionate about this, it's making me question things. Ada? Next story. Wibtia, if I didn't switch offices with my coworker? For context, I work for a small company. My department has me, a supervisor, and a part-time entry-level employee. My boss's boss has been upset because we are the only section in the department that doesn't have our own offices. Part-timers are not considered for an office space due to their hours and position, so there are 2 offices we have to share, but 3 full-time people.